Good morning and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to talk about some designer items. So if you're not into designer items and you're not on the market for looking for anything designer, then just don't watch this video. But if you are looking to either buy something special for someone, or maybe someone get you a really nice gift. That's a really bad thing to say because it's all supposed to be about giving at Christmas, isn't it? But it's always nice to receive, I'm going to admit it. And of course we are going to have the Boxing Day and January sales coming up. So if you are looking to buy a key piece that's going to last you lots and lots of years and you're going to get huge amounts of use out of it, then let's go through my top 5 buys. So starting with the scarf that I am wearing today. So this is an Alexander McQueen skull print scarf. So these have been around for a good 7 years. They're never going to go out of style. So I mean, I don't particularly think that you have to buy this particular scarf, but a beautiful silk scarf, it's going to go with everything. So this one can be wrapped in several different ways. When I was breastfeeding Charlie, I used to actually use it as a cover because it's nice and light, so she can breathe through it. I have tied it around handbags. I've used it as a belt, and it's been a great investment. Now, I got it from Liberty's in the sale about 2 years ago. They normally retail for about £160 and I think I paid £99 for it. So it's still on the more expensive side for a scarf, but when you think about paper wear, as everyone always goes on about, then this has cost me basically pennies. So the second item I am going to suggest that you invest in is a really nice watch. So this one, I'm just trying to get it so you can see it. Come on, focus camera. See if I can get it to focus. I don't think it's going to focus. Is my Gucci watch. Now my Gucci watch is roughly 15 years old. I paid at the time £350 for it from, where did I get it from? Oh, I got it from one of the jewellers, basically. I can't think of the name. Beaverbrooks. I got it from Beaverbrooks. So I got it from 15 years ago when I was 20. And it was actually my present to myself when I broke up with my boyfriend who works for Beaverbrooks and could have got me discount and never did. So I bought it for myself as a bit of a revenge present. Just to say I'm not with that boyfriend anymore. As I said, I've now been with Lee for 15 years. But this has been a great investment. So I pretty much wear this every single day. It has a battery change on it roughly every 2 to 3 years. It's a classic design. See if I can just get you. It's a classic design. It's never going to go out of style, and is something that I use daily. So that is number 2. Now number 3, maybe probably the one that you could live without, but do you want to? So number 3 is going to be a pair of designer shoes. So I've got a pair of Jimmy Choos here and some Christian Louboutins. So both of these were expensive. So these Jimmy Choos were £430 originally, and they were purchased for £301, which is still a heck of a lot of money. But my dad bought them for me for my wedding. So these are actually my wedding shoes. So these are a gold strappy number with a snake, and that's a Swarovski crystal. I can never say it correct. So these are beautiful. These I have worn probably about 10 times over the years, and I've been married for 10 years. Hardly worn down at all. They are so comfy to wear. They are beautiful and they are very sentimental to me. They have been well worth the investment. And also, when you have got an expensive pair of shoes on, you kind of feel like every time you walk in it goes Jimmy Choo, Jimmy Choo, Jimmy Choo, Jimmy Choo, Jimmy Choo. So I'm just saying, I don't kind of get that with my Primark shoes, but I'm still happy to wear a pair of Primark shoes. Now I do, as I said, have a lovely pair of Christian Louboutins, and they are still a very low heel, so like a little kitten heel. They are lovely, really nice, but if you are going to invest in a pair of designer shoes, stay away from Christian Louboutins because they will hurt your feet. Even with a tiny little heel like this, I can only wear these for about 3 hours before my feet are absolutely aching. And I bought the size up like I was recommended, and they cripple you. Now, every time I see a video or a vlog or anything, everyone always says the same. So I have them. I'm never going to get rid of them because they are just beautiful, and they are, you know, the classic red soles. You can see I've been wearing them. But my advice is, if you are going to invest the money in a pair of designer shoes, then I'd go for like a classic Jimmy Choo or Prada. Prada make amazing, amazing, amazing shoes. And I have had several pairs of them, and I can't even show you them because I've worn them so much. So yes, so that was number 3. And number 4 is a nice piece of jewellery. So this one is a vintage Christian Dior necklace. So this was my Christmas present from my lovely husband Lee last year. And this might not be to everyone's taste, I admit. It's kind of a little bit ghetto fabulous. But vintage jewellery is so classic, you're never gonna get anything. It's kind of one of a kind. So whereas, you know, you can get the same shoes or the same handbag or the same scarf, this is really, really individual. Now, I don't actually think this was that expensive. I think this was roughly in the region of about 80 to 100 pounds. But I've worn this so many times, and it comes with the original Christian Dior box. And it's just beautiful, and it's all lined. I'll show you it. You do not get boxes like this anymore where it's all lined. So yeah, and it's very, very sentimental to me, and I really do think it is worth kind of, whether you go for brand new jewellery or whether you do go for a vintage style, I definitely think it's worth spending the money. And then finally, so I've put several of mine down today, we're going to talk a designer handbag. I think everyone should have a designer handbag. I know that it's not within everyone's budget, but I think you'd be kind of a little bit surprised with how affordable they are. So the first ever little handbag that I ever bought was a Louis Vuitton Pachette. I bought it when I was 18, so a long, long time ago, and I got it from Harrods, and I think I paid £120 for this then. Roughly, I think it's about £200 now, but you can see I've had this since I'm 18, I'm now 35. It wears really, really well. It looks lovely with absolutely everything. It's a great evening bag. You can get loads into it. And it's a classic design that is never ever going to go out of style. So as I said, that was probably about £200 now. Something like my Michael Kors, which I bought, well, my mum bought me a couple of Christmases ago. This was from Selfridges, and I think it was originally £130, and I think we got it for about 100, and it's beautiful, and it's just gorgeous. So you've got a little card section in there, you can get plenty, it goes across you, so it's perfect for any mums, you know, so you can hold on to the kids, definitely. I want to show you, so this one is a Luella, and they don't even make Luellas anymore. This is kind of the same style as a Mulberry handbag. So this is leather, and this has been through hell and high water. This one I've used as a nappy bag. I'm sure there's probably, but absolutely oodles of room in it. I take it when we go on holiday. It is my airport bag. I've had bottles in there, you name it, this bag has seen it, and it's beautiful. It's worn really, really well, and to be honest, the older it actually gets, the more beautiful it is. This is probably what I would call a bit of a statement handbag because it is kind of a burnt orange colour, but this really does jazz up an outfit. I paid, this is probably one of my more expensive ones, I paid £330 for this. Probably, as I said, about 10 years ago. So it was an investment at the time, but I'm still using it. So it's not broken, it's never need repairing, you know, there's no holes in it, it hasn't need replacing, anything at all. So this just really was my original baby, and I love it, love it. This is actually my favourite handbag of everything. This has just got huge sentimental value. Also as well, because I mean, if you are investing in a good handbag, you kind of worry sometimes about, you know, is it secure? Could someone nick it? Well, the thing is that someone would have to kind of rip this open to get anywhere near my purse or anything. I'm going to touch some wood now. But it's you know, it's a secure handbag. Lastly, I'm just going to show you, because this is my most recent purchase. So this was bought from Harrods in London when I was there, not Harrods, sorry, Harvey Nichols in London when I was there for our 10-year wedding anniversary, and Lee gave me some money towards it. This one I have been lusting after for absolutely months, and it was very expensive. It was about £350, and since I decided to leave my corporate job, I thought enough was enough, I'm not going to buy it. And then I saw it and it had been reduced down to 210, yeah, about 210. And I had to get it because of the gorgeous green colour. It's just beautiful, and it is really, really useful. So it's got a massive big zip there. It's got a huge zip here, which once again, you can put nappies in. Every bag that I think of, you have to put nappies in it. You can get plenty in there. Can get 2 mobile phones in there, your purse, absolutely everything. And it also looks really, really, really stylish. So me and Lee were in Liverpool the other day, and I popped in 2 flannels just to have a nosy round. And I had the assistants kind of coming over to me and kind of cooing over my handbag. So this one, as I said, I know these are expensive things that I am talking about. I'm not saying that you need to stick these on a credit card. My next purchase that I really, really, really want is a Gucci belt. Now, it is hellishly expensive. When I had my other job that I left, I could have easily bought it, and I can't afford to do that these days. So I have asked everyone, when they've asked me what I would like for Christmas, I've not demanded, I have asked everyone to get me Selfridges vouchers. So that's how I'm going to pay for it this year. I'm going to save up for it, I'm going to pay for it in my vouchers, it's not going to cost me anything, and then I'm also not going to get a bunch of presents that aren't going to be useful to me. And that Gucci belt will last me for 30 years. So it's an investment. You are investing money, but you're also investing in something that you can wear every single day, is beautiful, and is a luxury item. So as I said, I'm going to put a disclaimer on this. I'm not trying to tell you to start buying designer items. This vlog was just basically for people who are thinking of buying something, to show you that things do wear. Designer items don't break easily. You are paying for what you get. You're getting a more premium product, and there's nothing wrong with rocking a designer handbag with a Primani dress. I do it daily. So I hope you've enjoyed this today, and I hope that if you are in the market for buying a little designer item, that you love it as much as I do. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please give me a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel. Merry Christmas!